So now that we've determined where to begin with the graded reading part of the ESSI reading and spelling assessment battery, all right, I would like you to please turn to page 4, and I will just read according to the manual of what the reading test will now focus on and how it will be administered. So according to the manual, the reading test allows for an effective reader, a learner must be able to recognize a word quickly, meaning automatically. This is known as sight word vocabulary of a learner. A reading test therefore aims to determine the sight word vocabulary of the learner, in this case, Lebo. If she uses syllables or sounds to recognize the word, this word is not part of his or her sight word vocabulary. As we saw in the screening part of the ESSI graded reading test, we saw that she does tend to sometimes try to decipher her words by splitting the words into syllables so that she is able to try and read and pronounce the word for herself. The learner, hence Lebo, is therefore expected to read one word per second without using any analysis techniques. So what is required of Lebo in the reading test at the moment is that she tries to read the word as swiftly and fluently as possible. So she will open the test booklet at the appropriate word list. Since we determined through the screening reading test that Lebo is currently reading at a grade 4 level, we will start her therefore at the grade 4 reading word list. So we've opened on page 13 of the manual to do that. I will place the list in front of Lebo, all right, and I will use a loose sheet of paper to ensure that only one word is visible at a time. So, meaning that it is important to assist the learner and allow the learner to use a sheet of blank paper to go through each word separately as she goes down of the list of words. So Lebo, you will need to use the sheet to make sure and to track the words one by one for yourself. Okay. So I want you to read a few words to me. Some of them are easy, but others are a bit more difficult. Don't worry if you can't read them all. Just do your best. So in this way, I'm allowing Lebo to read the words one by one while she moves the loose sheet of paper downwards as she goes down the list of words. The reading words have been printed on the reverse side of the answer sheet for the spelling words of the corresponding grade. So meaning that the manual is referring to this sheet of where I will be completing her words that she has read. So while Lebo is reading, I can indicate on my page whether or not the word was read correctly. I can also make notes in the remarks section of the answer sheet in terms of how she has pronounced the word, all right, and therefore, which means that I have to listen very carefully at her articulation, knowing that she is currently experiencing articulation errors and challenges as per what her screening test shows. So if the word should be incorrectly read, the error may be indicated, all right, by indicating it in the remark section of the answer sheet. Okay, so the discontinuation rule for the reading part of the ESSI reading and spelling graded test is that since she is at a grade 4 reading level, the discontinuation rule is 6 consecutive errors. So therefore, Lebo needs to make 6 consecutive errors, one error by another error following each other for me in order for me to discontinue the test. Should she not make 6 consecutive errors, this means that I can proceed to the reading list of grade 5. Okay, Lebo, are you ready to read for me?
Yes,
okay. You may begin whenever you are ready.
Earth, honey,
Good.
lake, umbrella, toad, journey,
Yeah.
gloves,
Yes.
cabbage,
Okay, good.
Weight.
Good.
Suitcase.
Good.
Continue.
Okay.
Exhausted. Hesitate.
Okay.
Guardian.
Okay.
Mysterious.
Okay.
Gigantic.
Okay.
Arguing.
Okay.
Skin.
Okay.
Antiques.
Okay. And the final word.
Percent.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Label. How did you find these words?
In the beginning it was easy, but as we continue it became difficult.
Okay. Thank you, Label. So at the moment, I have written her written words, I have now marked them, and I have picked up on 6 consecutive errors, and therefore this is where I will discontinue and stop the testing.